We were the only people that didn't hate you. And now we hate you.
It's honestly really hard to pick a favorite film out of this series. All of them have elements that make them shine. While I'm incapable of choosing a favorite, I can say that I tend to think about the Lego Ninjago movie the most. Being a Ninjago fan before did contribute to my enjoyment of the film, but there are other aspects that made me love it as well. In spite of the stellar voice cast, exciting action, and impeccable animation, the one thing I love about the film is the theme it chooses to explore. The core theme of the film revolves around being authentic. The Lego Ninjago movie argues that being true to ourselves allows us to be the best versions of ourselves and to mend relationships. One of the most interesting aspects of the film is how its irreverent tone allows it to function as a parody or even critique of the Lego theme. One of the facets of Ninjago that this parody angle examines is the function of vehicles. The most eye-catching aspects of the theme is the various vehicles, mechs, and mounts that the cast ride throughout the show and Lego sets. The consistent appearance of these large and colorful vehicles feel like they contrast with the concept of agile, stealthy ninja. The Lego Ninjago movie uses the mechs that the cast drive to represent the idea of inauthenticity. The ninja and Garmadon hide behind large, gaudy mechs, which compensate for the characters' lack of understanding of themselves. For the ninja, these mechs allow them to weaponize their associated elements. Master Wu argues that if they focused on improving and applying the best versions of themselves, then he wouldn't have to rely on machines to harness the elements. These machines, both the mechs and the ultimate weapon, are inflexible tools that shatter from attacks from much swifter foes. This inflexibility also manifests in the characters as well, as they ignore difficult yet more efficient solutions to their problems. The mechs represent an experience, not just in combat, but also in how the cast manages their emotions. For Lloyd and Garmadon, they act as masks to hide their vulnerabilities. They delude themselves into thinking that they don't need each other, putting up tough guy personas to hide their sadness. Lloyd's persona is developed to hide his hurt feelings. Garmadon's persona is developed to maintain his ego and identity, in spite of how toxic it is for everyone around him and unfulfilling to himself. Halfway throughout the film, the ninja and Garmadon lose their mechs and the ultimate weapon, but they start their journey to gain something even stronger. If the giant metal mechs represent artificiality, then the jungle the cast venture through represents uncompromising authenticity. The path is challenging, but these challenges push the cast beyond themselves. For the ninja, they learn to use the wilderness and their elements to subdue their enemies. It's the call to think creatively and the belief in themselves that allows them to unlock their inner strength. Being in the jungle also allows Lloyd and Garmadon to open up about their emotional needs and make strides to meet those needs. It challenges them to rely on each other, learn from each other, and start to open up about their fears and dreams. The greatest benefit to authenticity is that it grants you the clarity to make changes for the better. Behind their mechs, the ninja and Garmadon repeat the same mistakes under the haze of complacency. Breaking out of their comfort zones allows the ninja to grow. However, Garmadon falls back on his old habits due to the allure of comfort. He recognizes the rewards of authenticity, having the capacity to bond, and the tender relationships it can create. In spite of this, being an evil warlord is comfortable for him, and he isn't willing to give up that comfort to satisfy the emotional needs of his son and himself. The decision to push beyond their comfort zones is what separates the ninja from Garmadon. While the ninja are able to blitz past the shark army, taking on hurdles that would have been insurmountable even with their mechs, Garmadon fails to tame Meowthra with his physical strength. Becoming more authentic not only provides clarity for oneself, but also for others. Ultimately, it's Lloyd's unwavering earnestness that opens his father's eyes and helps him to make the first steps towards real change.